Our latest applied muscle development lab study on supersets in trained individuals showed that you can make the same gains as straight sets in 36% less time. Yes, supersets are here to stay. Supersets are truly super and a way for you to make efficient muscle gains without sacrificing the gains. If you're interested in a more in-depth discussion about the study and supersets in general, check out the video with Dr. Brad Schoenfeld, our lab head and esteemed colleague and friend. Link in description below, or just look it up on the channel. Stop being lazy. Can't do everything for you. However, supersets, agonist, antagonist supersets, are an amazing way for you to make insane gains in much less time. Supersets are something that makes a ton of sense to me for the majority of people out there, because even if you don't want to save a ton of time and you have all the time in the world, for some things it just makes sense. It's not going to be that much more tiring, it's not going to be that much of a hassle as some people make them out to be, and you're looking at the same gains. As the good doctor, I bring you a free program based solely, terms and conditions apply, on supersets. Yes, it's free, no signups required. You can just use it on boostcamp.com. If you want to use it on the app, you can do so for free. If you want to track it on the app, that's where you may need to pay. Use code DRPAK to do that for free. But you can have access to the program for free. It's an easy program to follow. It does not require fucking periodization. It is literally 1 week that you can run indefinitely, but I'd suggest you run it for 8 to 12 weeks and then reassess from there. And let's get into the program. Now, the main thing that a lot of people will tell you about supersets is,
but bro, it's so difficult to do supersets because I don't want to hog a bunch of machines and actually spend my time in the gym fist fighting.
And that was, let me just do it a bit better, but that was horrible. I don't know how to fist fight, but I do always carry my vape with me. Ha! You thought I was gonna say a firearm, but we are in the United Kingdom, ladies and gentlemen. Best we can do is this pair of scissors. UK police, I'm in a house, it's a duct tape. I'm not carrying scissors. I am a fucking law-abiding citizen and I pay a lot of taxes. But the reality of things is that with a smartly designed superset program, and that's why I've called this program SuperGains, you can make it work without having to throw your towel on 60 different pieces of equipment and have to argue with people. Let's get into the program. A hypertrophy, upper body focused superset program, still plenty of work for your legs, but more for your upper body, which you can modify to your preference to add more leg work or less upper work or even more upper work, and will get you jacked in much less time in the gym. We have 3 days. The first day is a push-pull day where you start with incline dumbbell press supersetted with bent over dumbbell rows. Now the magic here is that do your incline dumbbell press, rest for like 5 to 20 seconds, grab the other dumbbells or the same dumbbells, depending on how much weight you need to use, bang out your rows, rest for a couple of minutes or for as long as you need to rest in order to get to the next set. The first superset will target your upper chest, your triceps, your front delts, your biceps, your back. You're essentially getting a lot of upper body work done in a very short period of time. You're then following with dumbbell chest flies and dumbbell pullovers for more back and chest work, again in a way where you can superset without actually having to hog a ton of equipment and be that guy in the gym. We then follow with some cable lateral raises and some cable flexion rows, which essentially allow you to hit your side delts and your biceps and a good amount of your back musculature, again in a time efficient manner. We have a bunch of sets for each of those exercises. They're all at the 8 to 15 rep range and at a 0 to 2 RIR intensity of effort. You're gonna be training pretty close to failure. Last but not least, we want bigger arms. I've included a superset, again, based just on dumbbells, using a bicep and a tricep exercise in the form of a superset. Disclaimer, you can be flexible here. You wanna do an alternative with cables, be my guest. We then follow up with a leg day. Now our leg day, which is once a week, starts with 2 straight sets. And the reason I've opted for straight sets is so you can get a squat pattern in, because you're not going to be doing a ton of volume for legs. It's important that you actually pay attention to those sets, take them close to failure, focus on your technique, get a nice stretch and all that jazz. The squat pattern exercise could be barbell squat, could be a hack squat, could be a leg press, could be a whatever. I'd opt for something that you can load, you can go close to failure at a relatively low rep range, so around 6 to 8 reps, and then you follow with a hip hinge. I'd recommend a Romanian deadlift where you pause at the stretch, potentially adding a deficit as well, where you do 3 sets, close to failure at 6 to 8 reps. You've now hit your quads, hamstrings, glutes, erectors, your core has done some work, adductors, abductors. You are absolutely blasting your legs just to start. And then you top it off with a very nice superset, leg extensions, supersetted with seated leg curls. On the leg extension specifically, sliding a bit down and having a 40-degree angle as far as your torso is concerned may allow you to get a better stretch and potentially eke out a few more gains. Seated leg curls, we have some evidence to show that they may be superior to lying leg curls, so I've opted for those, but you could do a Nordic curl and a reverse Nordic curl if you wanted to just do bodyweight exercises. You follow up with some straight calf raises. If you want to do those standing or on the leg press or on the Smith machine, totally up to you. Just opt for a straight leg calf exercise versus a bent one. We have a study that should be published by the time this video is out showing a straight leg option will result in much better overall calf development versus a seated bent knee option. The last superset is calves and abs. Some direct ab work for you at the end of the leg day. Obviously, if you wanna take it out, be my guest. Moving on to day 3, which is again a push-pull. We have partial incline dumbbell press, but this time just partials at long muscle lengths. Supersetted with partial dumbbell rows, again, partials at long muscle lengths. Strictly partials, you'll have to go a bit heavier here and just focus on being in the stretch, getting those partial reps in, just because we're trying to optimize things here, and I do think that some partials make sense, especially in this context. Following with deficit push-ups, which I've added as full range of motion, but you could perform as partials as well. But you're gonna be doing partial chin-ups, either with your body weight or assisted. Again, 4 sets of each, supersetting one with the other, 4 sets of 8 to 12 reps or an AMRAP if you can bang out your body weight for more. The third superset you're gonna be doing is face pulls, supersetted with cable lateral raises behind the back. Super easy to do, you just need your cable pulling machine, set it up, alternate between the 2 exercises, and there you have it. SuperGains, the program, available to download now. Check it out. Supersets are a way for you to make super solid gains in much less time, even if you're a trained individual. Take your time between each superset, take a couple of minutes and then move on to the next one. I'd suggest to maximize time efficiency that you rest somewhere between 10 to 20 seconds between each exercise. But overall, I think that for many of you out there, this will be a fun program to play around with for a few months before you move on to something else. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification icon, and 10% off Rascal Apparel, code DRPAK, myadapt.com, the smartest training app ever to exist, coming near you soon. Register interest. I appreciate your support, and I'll see you guys next time. Well,